These sawhorses are though.
Can you grab this over there, please?
What do you think? I think we should start bottom and work up. That's kind of what I envisioned.
I was thinking here.
I don't care. Let's just. How would you prefer it?
So the reason why I think we need to start at the top is because we're not going to know how deep we need to dig.
Maybe it doesn't matter.
I think we start.
Okay, fine.
Gordon,
yay! We're really going to get a lot of vegetables going, and we're not experts at this, so we're learning. I think that gardening and farming is actually one of the biggest overlooked skills when it comes to bushcraft and survival and more wilderness living. But even when people talk about wilderness living, which is kind of long-term survival, not a lot is discussed about growing your own food. And it's such an important thing because around here, you know, nobody really traditionally lived, not for the last, you know, several thousand years, as pure hunter-gatherers. Indigenous people did farm, and that's how they managed to sustain large populations. Now they farmed only vegetables, and that's what we're doing here. So I'm no expert at this, but I'm learning as I go along, and I'm going to be able to share what I learn as well.
What? I'm tired.
You gonna take a break?
Got it. That's a big one.
See you later, Rock. Did it gather any moss, honey?
No. Is that a reference that I should know?
A rolling stone gathers no moss. It's a saying.
Yeah. So just a little bit more, but in the middle, but looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sweet.
As long as the soil's
This is on the bottom.
As long as the soil's pretty. Oh yeah, that's little.
Hey, cutie. Fucking building this garden, filming this shit. What an evening. Oh my goodness gracious. It is finally beautiful. We have had days and days of miserable weather. It looked like it was going to be an early spring, and then we got these dumpings of snow, etc., etc. But man, has it ever been beautiful today. So Tori and I have been doing a few things out on our property. We've had the whole current situation kind of holding me back from some backcountry trout fishing I want to do, but luckily I live right on this river, and I think I'm going to get out for a paddle tomorrow. I feel lucky because a lot of people just can't do that with the zombie apocalypse that is upon us right now. But yeah, so Tori and I spent some time outside on this beautiful day, and we got a vegetable garden started. Now we're going to build a 3-tiered cascading vegetable garden. We got one spot of our property that gets a lot of sun, and it's also on a hill, so it's not really an area we're using for much else. Well, it turned out to be a little more work than we thought, because we really had to dig down a couple of feet into that hill and move that dirt in order to sort of get a leveled raised bed. But after you know, a little bit of elbow grease and a lot of time, we're pretty happy with what we came up with. We got a nice level bed that's a bit of a retaining wall in the back and a lot of area to grow some good vegetables. We got 8 feet long and 4 feet wide and a 2-foot retaining wall on the back. And we're gonna keep cascading them and put 3 like that. So this is the first of them. Each one's gonna, you know, have a little bit of a different challenge because the hill is on different slants at each point of the hill. This one was a little tricky to kind of make sure we got it level, but we managed to do it because, you know, we want it to look half decent. It's a vegetable garden, it's a functional thing for sure, but it's also something that's going to be, you know, here at our home that we're going to be looking at every day, and we want it to look pretty nice. And I think we did a decent job with that. I'm happy. I got to put the sawhorses that I built the other day to use as well. Also for milling lumber. We have a bunch of logs that we're going to mill to lumber as well. What? Did you burn the chicken?
This one's still on fire.
Wow. Wow, I've never ever in my life seen chicken burnt that badly before. How many pieces were on there? Well, Tori is a woman of many skills. Cooking is one of them. Barbecuing, not so much. But she threw some chicken on. I tried to give her a few pointers, but you know, it's my fault too. I should have known. I was here right beside it, so my bad. But these things happen, you know. You can't cry over spilled milk or burnt chicken. Probably maybe a little more closer to crying over burnt chicken than spilled milk, but I'm gonna hold it in. So I suggest if your wife burns the chicken, you do the same. If she burns the beer, divorce her though. So I'm going to solo some whitewater tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to head out this way, and then you know, we're going to resume work on this garden as well.